Good morning. I'm the Reverend Dr. Laura Kim Joyner, and welcome to our daily Sunrise Birding for Life event. Here we are. Sunrise is at 7:41 today in Winfield, South Carolina, and we're not going to see it. It's been raining for over 36 hours, and you can see how great it is. I'm actually even indoors with the lights on because it's still raining. What an amazing change in weather, and it is the fall. You can see the leaves. If there was light, the last of the migrant birds are going, the leaves are falling. The moon is waxing crescent. Can't see it. What's going on with the sun and the moons and the clouds and the weather where you are? What are the birds doing where you are? It's pretty quiet with this rain. There's an Eastern Towhee calling. We didn't have them. I think they've come in, maybe more have come in since in the last couple of weeks. So we're ending up on our fall migration. But some days we still have 9 or 10 million birds flying over. So if you hear or see any birds, please let me know. And if you're coming in while I'm talking, just hang out and we'll have a conversation. We can talk as we go and towards the end as well. Today's reading is Rumi. It's one of my favorites. Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. When the soul lies down in the grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the thought of each other doesn't make any sense. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. Wake up. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the thresholds where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. So here we are. We are in the field. We are meeting here. We come to take in the world, to just be here right now in this moment, to do birds beyond words, to make sense of the world and to wake up to the world. Some moments of clarity can come to us unbidden, moments of grace, but it helps to have an intentional practice, which is sort of a big part of what we do with these Birding for Life. We have times to do practice. And so I want to introduce the 5 intelligences that we work with at One Earth Conservation here at the Retreat Center: emotional, social, multi-species, ecological, and spiritual intelligence. And today we're going to do emotional intelligence. What does that have to do with birds? Well, as Lao Tzu say, we cannot love the world until we love ourselves. To be open to the feelings and needs of others, the motivations, their status, their well-being and welfare, we need to take care of the whole world, which includes us. And so checking in with what's going on for us helps us check in with what the rest of the world is doing. And we want to be able to be with the world. The world has urgent needs. And so we are the universe. Our minds formed around others. And so we want to pay attention. So in listening to the birds and seeing them, the sun and the moons, we're listening to ourselves. But we might want to quiet the chatter inside of our own minds so that we can listen and take in what is going on with the reality that is good, with the tragedy that is ever present. So why don't we just take some time to be still and listen to the world around you? What do you hear? I still hear the Eastern Towhee over there. The rain patter on the roof. There's wind. You can't really hear the wind behind the rain. What do you see as you look around? Gray wetness. Our sun is going to peek up right over there, but we're not going to see it because of the clouds, but it might get lighter over my shoulder there. And this is a river birch tree that we're going to be planting later this week at One Earth Retreat Center. We follow up our comments on our reflections with a science, facts, conservation note, transformation. So that's what we're going to do today. So I just want to talk just briefly about the social science behind emotional intelligence. Again, why is it good for birds? What's this got to do with birds? Because we need to be the best that we can be to take care of this world and ourselves. So what we want to do is be as healthy as we can given the circumstances. So here's what emotional intelligence can do you. It helps build stronger relationships. It improves teamwork. It enhances leadership. You almost don't really need to to know what you're doing. People will follow you if you're tracking your own emotions as well as theirs. That's social intelligence. It helps with self-awareness. It helps you manage your emotions, maybe not in the moment, but certainly over the long term. Improves decision making. And here's the really cool thing: it can improve your health, your mental health, and your physical health. Increases motivation and productivity. So, one way to think about emotional intelligence is just to be curious and aware of your moods and body state. What is your body asking you to do in this moment? And it's not about always paying attention to yourself, honing in on this, because you are the world. And so we want to be aware of the information that is here in our bodies. So we can say, what do I need in this moment? Bring your awareness to now about your body, your feelings, and your needs. Maybe don't even give them words. Just bring your attention to this now so we can tell a new story, a story that's not based on all the harm of our past and many generations before we were even Homo sapiens. We want to bring the story here now. Now, all these other stories inform us as well. But this is just one of the many tools and the practices that we can have. So we want to bring it to this moment now. And we use words to describe feelings. Every culture is different and has different ranges of feelings, and so do individuals. But one way is just to say what level of arousal, what level of energy is going on in your body, low or high, and does it want to move towards benefit, or does it want to move away from harm? Is it seeking satisfaction, or is it trying to avoid discomfort? And so you could just sort of do those two things. Well, I'm mellow, medium, kind of high energy because I'm here with you all. And what am I trying to do? I'm trying to move towards satisfaction, trying to connect, trying to build community. So I'm feeling I have a relatively medium to high arousal, and because I'm needing connection and well-being. Because connecting on this rainy day with everything that's out. So what are you feeling and needing now? One way to check in is to just check in with your body from your head down to your toes. We breathe deep if we can, so it helps us connect and open up to what's going on here in this moment. And so it's from your head down to your toes, what's happening. As an example, I might say I'm a little cool. It's a little cool out here right now. It's under 50 degrees Fahrenheit here. And I notice I'm hungry. Haven't had breakfast yet. So what's going on for you? And then if you can put a feeling word to it, let's go ahead and do it, because it's retelling the story instead of saying, oh, it's raining because of climate change and those politicians. We move into a story. We do want to hold people accountable. That's all part of the information. But in this practice, we're saying, what do I feel now? So use a feeling word. Like I said, joy. I'm feeling joy to be here outside in the rain with you all. And the need, as I said, was connection. So what feelings and needs come up for you? This work is based on nonviolent communication with Marshall Rosenberg. I'm a certified trainer in that. So it's been a major practice for me to be aware of my emotions and to be curious about them and accept them so that I can be present to the world. And, the stories that I can tell is, for instance, in conservation, I work with all kinds of people that make decisions that harm people I know, harm birds, harm forests, make me incredibly uncomfortable and angry. So I want to blame them, those poachers, those narco traffickers, those government officials, those rich people in other countries, the CEOs of the corporations that are motivating a lot of the land clearance. People who take a lot of cocaine. You're pushing a lot of dangerous drug trafficking going on here in Central America. So I could use a lot of judgment words and not want to work with people, or just people who just make me even slightly uncomfortable. So by checking in with my inner conversation of what I'm feeling and needing, and also guessing what they might be feeling and needing, gives me a little more chance to work with a wide variety of characters, including myself, and to have the energy to stay present and to continue the hard work. Just to be present. What is going on here and now? And we'll definitely do this with birds. That's multi-species intelligence. So let me pause now. What are you feeling and needing? Our questions for our journal questions or our conversation questions that we can do after this or on YouTube is maybe keep track of the week. You don't have to write it down, journal it, but it helps to write it down and to talk to people and to name it out loud. What are your feelings and needs that come up throughout the day and throughout the week? Do you see any patterns? What comes up frequently? And then looking at that, do you have any requests of yourself or of others to address those needs? What might you ask of yourself and of the world based on the story of where you are now? Since I joy for the need of connection and being with the world and being with that Towhee out there, I think the quest I would have of myself would be, let's keep doing this. How about that? You guys want to keep coming? Let's do that. We're at an end. I'm trying to keep this to 15 minutes. We'll be going again. We're working for Tuesdays and Thursdays at sunrise, which was at 7:41. We're in for a radical shift next week because we leave daylight savings time where we are. I will be in Guyana in Suriname over the next month. We're going to try to do it live from there, so you get to meet the folks down there and some of the birds down there. Just get up on Meetup group to see, and Facebook to see when the times might change. So thank you for coming today, being with birds beyond words, slowing down and listening so we can hear what they have to say and help care for them and care for ourselves.